our YouTube subscribers. My name is Rayshawn, known as Ray Niz on Facebook, also known as Mr. Ceiling Fan Man 1999 on YouTube. Now, what's going on is that I'm doing a demonstration video of my 52-inch black CEC Newport ceiling fan, manufactured back in January of 1991. Now, as I said in my previous video of this fan, that I got this ceiling fan from a friend of mine's and stuff, as her mother wanted me to replace the ceiling fan with the new ceiling fan, which was the Hunter Channing ceiling fan. Due to the fact that the ceiling fan didn't match the decor of their dining room. Now, this ceiling fan was originally in polished brass, but I spray painted it black due to the fact that that some of the finish was wearing off and stuff. And then and I already told you about when my friend's father took a torch and stuff to burn the flies and stuff and let some of the fire touch the fan and stuff and burnt some of the finish off the fan and stuff. And then also what I forgot to mention is when I got to cleaning the ceiling fan, it did remove the grease off the fan, but it took some of the finish off the ceiling fan, so it gave the ceiling fan a polished nickel look. So and plus it took the finish off the whole entire canopy and stuff. Now this ceiling fan was originally close mounted, as the ceiling in a house is not really that high. So that's why the ceiling fan was close mounted. So the original globes would have been the bell-shaped ribbed globes, but due to the fact that I spray painted it black and stuff, and the rib globes has like an orangish look to it and stuff, it didn't even go well with the black ceiling fan. So I decided to put these globes on the ceiling fan. And these globes that you see on the fan are the globes that came with my 52-inch antique brass Hampton-based St. Clair ceiling fan I ordered off of eBay, as them were the only 3 of the globes that came with the fan. Instead of it being all 4, it was just 3. So I decided to use these globes on the ceiling fans and stuff. So one of the pull chains, the pull chain for the fan is original, and the pull chain for the light kit is not original. And the wooden pendants that you see on the pull chains are not original. The original pendants would have been like a bell-shaped pendants and stuff, but the pendant was broken and stuff, and the other pull chain that came with the bell-shaped pendant was missing and stuff. So I decided to replace the pendants with the new pendants that came off the new pull chain extensions that I got from the hardware store. So this fan has 4 reversible blades, reversible from cane, which is the side of the blades facing down, to plain oak. So other than that, I'm about to go on to demonstrate this fan, starting off with the light. Well, I did put some LED light bulbs in it, and due to the fact that I pulled the chain and stuff, and the way the LED lights was made and stuff, it kind of has a delay in it and stuff. So the light kit will come on 1 second after I pull the pull chain. So I'm about to go on and demonstrate this fan and stuff right after I turn the light off. Starting off with low. Now, when I got this fan, this ceiling fan originally had a broken blade due to the fact that one of the blades itself was snapped and stuff. So I ended up having to order another set of blades and stuff. So the blade set you see on this fan are the blade set that would originally came off of a SMC ceiling fan manufactured in the mid to the late 1980s. And this fan does have a wobble to it because some of the blade brackets are bent and stuff. Like, some of the blade brackets are bent upward and some of the blade brackets are bent downward and stuff. So the blades are not in a good alignment. And due to the fact that this ceiling fan is noisy and stuff, this ceiling fan vibrates and stuff. And as I said in my previous video, Like, even though I did oil the ceiling fan and stuff due to the fact that the bearings was locked up, so that means that the motor was seized. So due to the fact that the motor been seized for a very long time, so that's what caused the ceiling fan to be dysfunctional on low speed. Yeah, dysfunctional. That's what caused the ceiling fan to be defective on low speed. So like when you put it on low speed, it's just gonna keep spinning for a while and stuff. Then it's gonna keep slowing down and stuff. Next thing is, then it'll stop. So it'll stall out. And then I tried putting various capacitors on the fan just to get low speed to work again. But none of the capacitors I put on the fan made low speed work and stuff. So I had to put a 10 microfarad capacitor on this fan just to get this fan to work on low speed. But due to the fact that I put a 10 microfarad capacitor on this ceiling fan, so now this ceiling fan is powerful. And this ceiling fan was originally close mounted. Wait, I said that already when I started the video. I said that already. But the ceiling fan does make some buzzing noises and stuff. Then that's probably the globes or the light bulbs making that buzzing noise and stuff. But other than that, I'm about to go on and put it on medium. Now, even though this fan is on medium, but it's spinning like how fast the ceiling fan was originally spinning on high speed. So this is basically the original high speed for the fan, because that's how fast the ceiling fan was originally going on high speed. And this ceiling fan like this and stuff, it would originally came from Kmart, as I saw the stickers on the ceiling fan saying that it was purchased at Kmart. So what I also forgot to mention is that this ceiling fan is also a GE vent ceiling fan. Them little holes on the bottom part of the motor housing, this something what the ceiling fan collectors calls GE vents. And the reason why they say GE vents, because them the type of vents that you'll see on the GE ceiling fan manufactured back in the 1900s. So that's why they call these type of ceiling fans a GE vent ceiling fan. And the screws for me to screw the canopy onto the mounting bracket are not original. The reason why I didn't use the original canopy screws and stuff, because I lost 2 out of 4 of the original canopy screws, and I didn't want to waste my time looking for some, so I decided to put these screws and stuff onto the mounting bracket and stuff. The screws that I'm using on the canopy and stuff, those would have been the blade to the blade bracket screws and stuff, but I decided to use them as the canopy screws. So other than that, this ceiling fan is on medium and stuff, and it does like blow them out decent amount of air. And this ceiling fan is versatile and stuff. And what I mean by it being versatile and stuff, meaning that it can be downright mounted or close mounted. And it can also be installed without a light kit if you have a separate switch cap for it. And the blades are reversible from cane to plain oak. And what else I was about to say? And it is 3 speeds and it's electrically reversible too. I forgot to mention that too. And it does have some noisy bearings and stuff. I'm gonna try to put the camera close up to the fan and stuff, like after I get done demonstrating the fan and stuff, so I can show you how noisy the bearings are and stuff. But other than that, I'm about to go on and put it on high speed. Now it does have a wobble. Now this ceiling fan is wobbling. And the reason why it's wobbling is because, like I said, that the blade brackets on this fan are crooked and stuff. Even though I did tighten them to the best, even though I did tighten them and stuff. And then the blade to the motor screws that you see and stuff, you can tell that they polished brass just by looking at the polished brass things. Let me see, yeah, looking at them golden things that's spinning around the blade brackets and stuff. Those screws are not original. Those are some replacement ceiling fan blade to motor screws, because it came with 7 out of 8 of the original blade to motor screws. And I had to put a little muscle into, not muscle, I had to put a little force and stuff, like use a flathead screwdriver to screw the blade motor screws onto the motor and stuff, just so the screws can actually fit the motor and stuff. Because this type of motor and stuff, it cannot take any ceiling fan blade the motor screws and stuff. You gotta have the right size and stuff, which is pretty hard to find and stuff. But due to the fact that this fan wobbles and stuff, and then the junction box that I got this fan installed on, it's making that clicking noise. And I gotta try to find a way to balance this fan. And due to the fact that the ball socket that I'm using on this fan is not the right kind of ball socket and stuff, so when I reverse the fan and stuff, it's gonna cause the whole ceiling fan to twist. And I don't want that to happen, because that could cause the wires to come loose and stuff, and it connect, and then that's gonna cause the ceiling fan to be at the higher risk of having the lead wires being pulled out the through the motor shaft and stuff. Then the next thing is, then if it was installed in somebody's house and stuff, then that would have made the power go out and stuff, and that would have gave the ceiling fan a shortage and stuff, or it could have burnt the house down and stuff. And I don't want that to happen. So I gotta find a correct size ball socket for the fan, or if I can't, then I'm gonna have to modify the canopy so that it could be made to use any ball socket for it and stuff. And I gotta come up with another way, or I'm gonna have to put a different canopy on the fan and stuff. But other than that, I'm just showing high speed and stuff. And then I did spray paint the ceiling fan like a bunch of times and stuff. And due to the fact that the paint started to crack and stuff, it didn't even, I was a little kind of disappointed that the paint started cracking and stuff. And then I came up with a smart way to look at it. I was like, you know what? Instead of me just looking at it like it's just regular black, due to the fact that that the paint started cracking and stuff. So it's not just black, it's actually textured black. So I could just look at it like it's a textured black ceiling fan. So other than that, I'm about to go on and put it in reverse so I can show you what I'm really talking about, to see if it's gonna do that. And if it is, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, so this fan wobbling and stuff. And it does wobble bad in reverse than it does on forward. And as you can see, this fan is twisting. It's not supposed to do that. So I gotta find a correct ball socket for this fan. Other than that, I'm about to go on and turn it off. So I'm gonna put the camera up closer to the motor. And I apologize that I made this video like more over 15 minutes long. But I'm gonna show you the bearing noise that it's making. So here it is. Yeah. And then what also I forgot to mention to you is that the reverse switch screws that you see on the fan are not original. I got the reverse switch screws from the hardware store because this ceiling fan uses the reverse switch that the screws are wider than the screws on any ceiling fan that uses the reverse switch and stuff. So I'm just finding out that this type of reverse switch uses 832 screws and not the 632 screws. So other than that, I'm about to go on and in this video. So this is Mr. Ceiling Fan Man 1999 signing out this video, and I'm out.